Aston Martin has started talks with Vettel about new contract. Earlier in the year, Sebastian Vettel revealed that talks about a new contract with Aston Martin will not affect his performance on the tracks, and he isn't as much concerned. At the time, he firmly believed that Aston Martin must first focus on progressing their car up the field before contract talks can begin. Now, Aston Martin have started talks with the German driver for a long-term contract. Before now, Sebastian Vettel admitted that talks over his future with Aston Martin were not the priority, with the focus placed instead on improving the team's prospects on track. Vettel's 2022 campaign hasn't seen the smoothest of starts. The four-time world champion missed the opening 2 rounds of the championship due to COVID-19, with Nico Hülkenberg filling in. The situation wasn't much better for Aston Martin, who had the unfortunate honour of being the only team to have not scored a single point after the first 3 races. Vettel then secured the squad's highest haul of points with an 8th place finish at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix in Italy, a result which he described as a victory for the team. And he currently leads teammate Lance Stroll in the drivers' standings, despite suffering retirements in Australia and Miami. Aston Martin team boss Mike Crack previously suggested that the British outfit are keen to retain Vettel's services, having stated that they would be foolish not to try and keep the driver. Vettel, on the other hand, said the focus is on track matters. With the growing speculation regarding Vettel's future in F1 and with his current contract set to expire at the end of the year, the German was asked about how contract talks are going during the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. Vettel said, "We haven't got into any conversations yet. Obviously, it'll be time at some point, but I think the main focus now is on really getting the car up and further towards the front of the grid. So all the energy at the moment is going in there." With Monaco having formed the second half of back-to-back races after the Spanish Grand Prix, a race in which Aston Martin brought an extensive upgrade package, Vettel admitted that the team has been busy with other matters. He said, it was very tight to make the packages for Barcelona, which was just a week ago, so the whole factory was busy with other stuff, to be honest." Clearly now, Aston Martin are eager to keep Sebastian Vettel within their ranks for the 2023 season and beyond, as his contract is up for renewal. The 4-time world champion is in his second year with the Aston Martin squad, having signed on for a year at a time following his Ferrari departure at the end of 2020. With his current deal coming to an end at the conclusion of the 2022 season, it's not yet clear whether Vettel will seek to continue in F1 or choose to leave the sport behind. However, Aston Martin team boss Mike Crack, a vocal supporter of Vettel, having known the German from their time together at BMW Sauber in 2006, has said the team would like to tempt Vettel to sign up for a long-term deal. Crack said, "We were always clear that if he wants to continue, we would like him to stay for long. Yes, we're talking. We have a very good relationship, and it's not that we have to set each other deadlines. Obviously, at one point, if we drag that too long, we'll also be running into trouble, and he's aware of that. But they are very trustworthy discussions that we're having. From that point of view, it's all good." The Vettel and Aston Martin combination has taken a step forward in recent races, following the team introducing a huge concept change to their AMR22 at the Spanish Grand Prix. Vettel finished 6th at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku earlier this month and showed immense pace in practice in Canada until a poor qualifying session wrecked his weekend. The AMR22's change in direction apparently allows for a much higher performance window, which Crack says further upgrades will be introduced to in order to prove to their illustrious driver that the project is heading in the right direction. Crack noted, "For us, we've always said that we want to improve the car, and I think Barcelona was the first step. I would like to show him another step and then we can talk. Maybe then I can. His desire to do it is a bit better." Vettel himself has admitted he doesn't yet know himself what he wants to do with his future, saying that there are plenty of things he doesn't enjoy about Formula One outside of driving the car. "After so many years, the usual stuff comes up that you don't understand at the beginning, like the travel. It's very time-consuming and I have kids at home and a family, so it equals time away from them. The future depends on this year and the races that I have coming up. I've not decided yet. Summer is the usual time when you start to talk, so we'll see." Vettel joined Aston Martin for the 2021 season to replace Sergio Perez, and in his debut race weekend in Bahrain, he received a grid penalty in qualifying, forcing him to start last. While Vettel started well, he had a collision with Esteban Ocon, giving him a time penalty and ended up finishing in 15th place. He received 5 penalty points on his super license. Aston Martin team principal Otmar Zafnauer reported no concerns, owing to this being a very different car from the Ferrari, lack of laps in pre-season testing and a very impressive race start. In the 5th race of the season, Vettel scored his first points for the team with a 5th place finish in Monaco. At the following race, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, he claimed Aston Martin's first podium with a 2nd place finish. Vettel also finished 2nd in Hungary, but was later disqualified after his car failed to provide the 1-litre sample of fuel required. He ended the season in 12th place in the drivers' standings, ahead of teammate Stroll. During the season, Vettel made 132 overtakes, the most of any driver, and won the inaugural Overtake Award. After an unexpected win at the 2008 Italian Grand Prix, the media dubbed him the Baby Schumi. He was not just dubbed this for his nationality, but also because of his driving style, his concentration, and the hands-on role he plays behind the scenes with his team of engineers. Vettel played down the comparison, stating he wanted to be the new Vettel. Nevertheless, the similarities were marked. Like Schumacher, Vettel grew up in a small town with an everyday background. Schumacher's father is a bricklayer and Vettel's is a carpenter. Both had their first taste of racing at the Kerpen karting track near Cologne, not far from the Nürburgring. Vettel began driving in his garden, lapping the garden many times before he could legally take to the roads, and said his passion for cars was nurtured by watching Schumacher compete. After winning his first championship in 2010 and being hailed as the next Schumacher, Vettel stated he did not want to aim for Schumacher's record after learning how hard it was to get one championship under his belt, though he would like to win more. In 2011, Pirelli director Paul Hembury was impressed when Vettel was the only driver to take the time to visit the factory and talk to the tyre manufacturer to gain a better insight. The only other driver that asks us a lot of questions is Michael Schumacher. It's like seeing the master and the protege at work. After Schumacher was severely injured in a skiing accident in late 2013, Vettel was on hand to collect the Millennium Bambi Award for Schumacher's life achievements on his behalf in 2014. In that same 2014, Vettel cited Schumacher as one of his inspirations in becoming a Scuderia Ferrari driver. When I was a kid, Michael Schumacher in the red car was my greatest idol, and now it's an incredible honor to finally get the chance to drive a Ferrari. The driver has had an exciting spell in Formula One, right from his Sauber days to Toro Rosso to Red Bull and on to Ferrari, before joining Aston Martin. Through his spell, he has bagged 4 championships from 2010 to 2013, gaining 122 podiums in his career. There is no doubt that the German has his unique role in Formula One, but he is notably known for being such a calm persona on and off the tracks. When Hamilton unfortunately lost to Verstappen in the 2021 season, Vettel was noted as the first driver to reach out to the Englishman and also congratulate the winner. Like and share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe, ring the notifications bell, and check out our other stunning videos in our catalogue.